EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. The children will grow. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He gives it up, and that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Wolf. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 17, Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's French, and not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9. Winston, double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they
saw the blitz. Let's do it too fast.
33-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, We're going to change the football, so it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ready, break. Squeeze.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And all the way
Where the hell was the defense?
Jesus Christ. A 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive lineman with a fake.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
Jesus
now,
Christ, I can't
a
throw.
pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive. That fell incomplete. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wolf. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. 30 base. Got you, boy. I got you, boy. Now.
Off play action. Wolf. Caught here by Bell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Oh, hell, he got me the wrong defense.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
On the ready. Hey, stand up. Big trip.
That's complete. It's Bell. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Wolf nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Jameis now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's French. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And some room to roam now. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Winston. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Throwing on 2nd down. Winston looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Winston. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first down. And that's what they need in order to not...
Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it up to a nice start. They went for the whole thing.
And these guys cannot defend.
Great way to send a message to the opposing team.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. First down, Winston. They'll find Miller. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Winston completes it to Miller. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Winston, a handoff.
Oh,
This is
God.
Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On second and 11 now. Winston.
No! Who are you throwing to?
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively.
God, you
I often talk about
moron. He was so open in the fucking middle.
with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Now Winston.
Oh.
It will be incomplete.
I cannot believe this guy's just overthrowing shit.
Falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over first and 10.
The offense, Winston sucks too. What am I talking about? Two guys wide open, he fucking overthrows.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Second and 4. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here's
Jesus
Winston.
Christ, that was
And the
dangerous.
tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
That was dangerous.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second and 10, Winston buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Now Winston.
Jesus Christ, guys, hold on to the goddamn ball.
For a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Following the interception, Winston. Throw left side complete. It's French. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. On 1st and 10, Winston. This is Miller, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play fake. Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is.
These guys got to hang on to the goddamn ball, I swear to God. They're killing me with these drop balls.
What are your keys as we continue to play this second
They're killing me with
I
these
know
drop
people
balls.
think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. On first down, French. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Ready? Black 22. Check, 43.
Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. To the air again with Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now, they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Off the play fake. Wolf. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep
Jesus
playing
Christ, I cannot get through.
or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
That's caught by Howard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Jameis now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check, 23. Go, tackle, let's go. We got this, we got this. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Winston now from the 50.
Oh, that was a dumb freaking pass on my part. That was stupid of me. Stupid of me.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
God, it was my fault.
Extra point right down the middle. A couple of teams locked into a good one here.
What was I thinking?
Scores the kicks away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
What the fuck I was thinking? It was the stupidest play I could fucking do.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Oh, you're kidding.
A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Peoples, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Ready? HG Gator. Right there in the middle. 55. I got him. Go.
From the gun, Wolf. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
It's frustrating as you can't. There's nothing I can do.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down. Here's Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Winston now finding Godwin, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jameis again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll throw again. Winston. He's going to throw one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Too fucking late.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Taken in at the 11. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Peoples. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off-play action. Wolf completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Oh, my God. What the hell did I do?
George Kittle, his first touchdown of the new season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fall. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Back to throw.
Oh, nice pick.
It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. What a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30.
This guy cannot stop throwing picks.
Now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Cardinals, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
What the hell kind of shit is this?
at the crowd. Oh my God, I cannot believe they just did that shit. As you can see, nobody was acting up, nobody was being violent. He shot right into the crowd. Nobody was doing anything. Unbelievable. Think about that. He's shooting at people. He saw people with their fists up in the air, like applauding the moment.
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We got to get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to get better? I'm ready to work today. You ready to work? You ready to work? All right, then let's see it. Let's get out there and do it.
That moment, what do you think about that? There was a few people talking shit, but no one was doing nothing.
Something spooked everybody. And we were closer to the cops. We were closer to the cops. They don't know what the fuck's going on.
Well, what happened was they brought a tank down, so people started saying, you're escalating. Okay? So they brought a big-ass tank down there, and I got it on my camera, and that's when people was like, they had that moment where everybody had their fists up, and they were
60 outlaw.
the moment where they was like chilling. Then out of nowhere, a fucking tank comes, and then everybody goes, you're escalating it. None of those cops are on body cam. None of them. So then this bitch ass come out and shoot right through the window.
The dude was standing right next to me got hit.
He did?
Set, ready? 90, Wolf.
No. Are you fucking serious right now?
Set, 18, Gator. Set, go. Set, 50, plant. Ready? 70, Indy. Beat rip. Let's go. 18 game. Ready?
Why y'all grabbing on him? God damn.
Here we go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Why y'all doing all of that?
Hit it.
Oh, y'all wild as shit, man. Oh, y'all wild as shit.
You ready? 5.
That's a bad thing.
Come on, set. 8, lead.
They done got nasty, boy. They done got nasty, boy.
Shoot.
They done got nasty, boy. Oh, they done got nasty, boy.
Go, set. Down. 10-2 stop. Get it. Here we go. Head up. Ready, set. Let's go.
Hey man, that was great. You had a great day today. You're finally getting it. You're starting to turn the corner, and that's what we like to see.
Exactly what I shared in one of my last videos that they were doing. These are Antifa groups, friends, that are pushing and promoting this riotous behavior, and it's sucking in a whole lot of ignorant individuals. Why in the world would you get paid to riot in your own town? And if you wouldn't do it in your own town, why would you do it in somebody else's town? starts destroying people's property, people's businesses, it is not the way. It is not how we honor the memory of the greatest civil rights leader that this country has ever seen. Dr. Martin Luther King, he changed the course of history for Black America. And he did it through peace. He did it through unity and through strength. That is what we must do right now. We must all come together and unite and rally around love and peace for all mankind. And believe and trust in
cheap, man. I know y'all got some of that Obama money left. We talking leading the free world, man. We talking about Trump. Man, going up on Mount Rushmore. He got at least come with 10 billion. Y'all act like Hassan Salami was some damn used camel sale. He was just outside selling camels and selling ice cream to the kids in Iran. And he was an innocent bystander, and Trump just decided to drop a bomb on his ass because he got a little bit of melanin in his skin. That's not how it went down. The dude was a damn terrorist. Yeah, he's a terrorist, man. He's been killing Americans for decades, man. Finally, we had a president that had the balls.
Noah, and you got into the rally, started screaming, and then you got thrown out. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. And what exactly did you scream?
I said, you Trump, all you racist bastards, this is a Klan rally, and all y'all.
Sir, what's your name?
My name is John Paul Rosa.
John, and you're here protesting Donald Trump?
That's correct.
Can I see? Can you hold your sign up so everyone can see it? Love overcomes hate.
Overcomes hate, correct.
Right, but it says combs.
Overcomes hate, right, because of the guns.
Hey, did you make the sign or did someone else?
Someone else made it for me.
I can tell, yeah, anyway.
He's a racist, he's a sexist, and he's a xenophobe. Xenophobia? Is that a fear of zebras? No, it's a fear of Muslims, like Trump's plan to ban them from the country. Muslin? I hate muslin. Silk, cotton, polyester, but not muslin.
And what were you hoping to accomplish by doing that?
Just make some noise.
Make some noise?
Yeah.
So do you feel you were successful in that?
Yeah, it was pretty quiet when I got it on.
What's your name, sir?
Philip Peters.
Philip, and you are a protester?
Yes, sir.
All right, and what exactly are you protesting?
You got a bad on him, bro.
You want to put the bat down, nigga? You want to put the bat down? Take your mind. What you want to put the bat down? You want to put the bat down, nigga? You want to put the bat down? snake. Oh, it's right there. It's so small. Oh, she got bitten already. She better not be by herself. She better not be by herself. I don't think she knows that it was a snake. I don't think she knows it was a snake yet. I think she just thinks she stepped on something. Man, I hope she knows what to do. Don't take your other shoe off. The snake, isn't the snake still under her? Suck out the blood. Suck out the blood! What is she gonna do? Is she by herself? Yo, there better be someone with her. Where's the snake? I'm just still trying to find the snake. Trying to see if it's still there. This is giving me anxiety.
God, they fighting. Wait, no, they fucking up these trucks. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, he got a gun. Oh shit. Wait the fucking minute. Hell no. Oh my god, they got guns. Oh my god. Why the fuck am I still right here? Oh my god. They is beating. Oh my god, they beating. Oh, this the FedEx truck. This the FedEx truck. Y'all know the police right here. Look, here go the oh my god, here they are again. Oh shit. They, oh my god, they got the FedEx truck. Oh my god, they got in the shit. Look, oh my god, they got in the damn truck. Oh look, oh my god, they dragging this man. Oh my god, they're dragging him. Oh my god, they're dragging this man. Oh my god, they dragging him. Oh my god, they dragging the man. Oh my fucking god, they dragging him. Oh my god, somebody is literally stuck to the damn truck wheel. They dragging this man. Yeah, he's stuck to the wheel. They drag.
Just follow their asses.
Telling people to disperse immediately, and that is. I'm so sorry, you guys. I didn't see that coming. I'm so sorry. We're doing the best we can to keep everything appropriate here.
protesters, they stole his mic, they kicked him, they threw water, and they harassed him and his camera crew. He is now here with the police, and as you guys can see, the crowd has now dispersed due to the police presence here in Washington, D.C.
You're not there when there's no presence, and we didn't see any presence as well outside of the 3rd precinct. All right. We didn't see any presence outside of the 3rd precinct.
I own that.
Which place?
Oh, let's talk to him.
Shopping center.
You own that shopping center?
What I want to tell people right now
Yes.
is that if the governor and the mayor are not going to take care of this problem, people will. People will uprise over this. Those people that live it, make their business there, they're Korean, they're black people, they're immigrants. They work their life on trying to make this thing happen.
We understand. Hey, this is not...
We understand this, first of all.
Okay, well, you keep going and go where you gotta go. And that's fine with us. We got plenty of time here.
Are you okay? Shut! I'm getting... Katie, are you okay? Rubber bullets, it's okay. It's those pepper bullets. Bullets. Who were they aiming that at? At us! Like directly at us! Directly. Why are they doing that?
Shooting at our crew.
I don't know. Do they not know that obviously they see the camera?
I'm sorry? Okay. Do you mind
A 16-year-old girl named Sadie was allegedly assaulted by her high school there, and then started pulling more and more, and I just started backing up. Eargood says the teacher took the pin off her shirt and put it on his own upside down, stating that it belonged that way. And where's the outrage from the Democrats about this? Where are the feminists standing up for this girl who was assaulted by a grown man because she dared to think for herself? Oh, the radical leftist feminists will fight for a 16-year-old illegal alien to be allowed to kill her unborn baby. But when a 16-year-old high school girl is physically assaulted by a man, the left is silent because this young woman is conservative. What happened to my body, my choice? What happens to the radical left?
My name is Frank Schaefer. I grew up in the evangelical world. My father, Francis Schaefer, who in the 70s and 80s was instrumental with Sierra Coop, the Surgeon General for Ronald Reagan.
Can't do this. It's just a constant rush. Cry is.